We super sneaky make our way down this alleyway, being as quiet as we can. We get to that low wall, and immediately we start hearing someone talking. It's not our guys. We start hearing Pashtun being spoken on the other side of the wall. And we realize that there's been a mistake, a lost in trans. Something's been miscommunicated to us. We are now closer than you and I are right this second to what actually was military-aged men. There was at least 2. I've heard as many as 5. I actually don't know the exact number, but there were fighters hiding on the other side of that wall. Intentions unclear, but they're right there, and they haven't heard us yet, and they're nervous. We can tell they're nervous. They're right on the other side of the wall, and we are in a tough spot here because there's 7 of us. We're so close to them that if someone even so much as like farts right now, they're going to hear us. And so our team leader, who was incredible. He went on to go to Team 6. He's one of the best dudes I've ever met. He had to make an on-the-ground decision. We got to engage these guys. We can see they have weapons. One guy looked over and said they have weapons. This is all nonverbal. We're like making hand signals and stuff on night vision. And so one of the team lead, gets down on a knee, and he tells one of the guys next to me to stand on his leg and start shooting. And so over the wall, he starts shooting, and there was at least 2 guys over there that already had grenades they had pulled the pins out on. So this is the moment they've had this. They're holding the grenades for this. So as soon as the shooting started, grenades come over the wall. And there's a video of this. Of the grenade comes over, you can't really tell. But it literally hit my shoulder. One of the grenades hit my shoulder and then fell to the ground and detonated. But in the second that this happened, we were under a drone that had a targeting strobe down on us. It was a flashing infrared strobe on us. Imagine if like God had a flashlight and he was turning it off and on rapidly, and you can only see the light on night vision. And it's this cone of light that you're in, and this super intimate fight is happening, and I'm watching this grenade. Time really slowed down. I see it for a second because the light's on, the light comes off, it disappears. I see it for a second, and I remember feeling it hit my shoulder. And I'm not shooting, I'm not doing anything. I'm just next to the wall as all this shit's happening. And the thought I had was like, fuck, it's gonna blow my head off. I know I'm dead. We're all probably gonna die here in a second, but my mom won't be able to see me again. Like there will be no open casket. That's the first thought that goes through my head. My head's gonna be blown the fuck off. Hits my shoulder, and this is again in a fraction of a second. The light comes on, goes off, it falls down lower, and it's like halfway down. Now it's like halfway to the ground, and I'm thinking, oh shit, I'm definitely gonna die, but maybe my face will be intact, and my mom can see me again. Light goes off, on. It lands in the ground, and I turn slightly, and I'm like, oh shit, I might just lose my legs. Like this is great. Like I might live. And so all of us are in the lethal range, assuming this is a frag grenade, which I don't think couldn't have been. It had to be an old school pineapple grenade. We're all of us are in this horrible lethal zone. And 2 grenades go off. I tell people it felt like someone took a handful of rocks and just threw them at my backside. It didn't hurt. It just felt like someone threw something at me. And then I'm just down on the ground. And my memory of what happened versus what actually happened couldn't have been more different. It would take me years before I actually sat down and debriefed this with the guy who ultimately saved my life. But my memory is I go down and I couldn't get my gun. My gun had been, the little strap had been blown off. My helmet had been blown off. So I'm not on night vision. There's pretty good illumination that night, but it's dark and it's just fucking chaos. The thing is the fighters in that town, they didn't give a fuck about killing each other. If they could kill me, they'd kill their teammates as well. And so RPGs are just being arbitrarily fired from not all across the city, but from other locations just in the vicinity of where this is happening, because there was a lull before this. So it's just fucking madness. And I couldn't stand up. I can't move. And I got dragged by one of my teammates. So this is my memory. I got dragged I'm at the head of the T there. They brought me down the stem of the T, if you will. And I just got placed up against a wall. And I'm sitting there, and I have these tourniquets that are on my chest that we rubber band them to our chest specifically so they can be easily broken off and applied to stop the bleeding in your limbs. And I was so weak and fucked up from this blast that I literally couldn't pull the tourniquets off. And I don't even know if anyone's alive, basically, at this point. I don't even know what's happening down in the contact zone, which is like 20 feet away from me. All I hear is gunfire, it's madness, and at any point, I'm expecting fighters to run down the alleyway and fucking kill me. Like, I'm dead. I'm dead no matter what here. And so I had this true, in my mind, like near death experience where I sat there. It's relatively well illumined, and I suddenly lost my hearing. Like it's gone, completely gone. And there's good illumination, so I can see this small alleyway. I can see there's flashes of light as rounds are coming in. And I'm like, I'm in my head. I'm so aware that I'm alive, but I'm dying. And then my vision goes. I'm completely blind, like can't see, I can't hear anything. But I was so lucid in my mind, so aware that I was alive.